This is Ishita welcoming you all to the online talk show Let's Talk, Let's Connect, presenting the third International Youth Summit. Today, it will be the 10th impact session on youth and artificial intelligence. This session will highlight on how youth interact with and are impacted by artificial intelligence. No doubt, it's going to impact on any domains like education, health and well-being, creativity, entertainment, or even in future work. So, today we are really honored to have our special guest and expert, Dr. Shaison Ouseph from India and Mr. Ahmed Bari from Wasda, New Zealand. So,
Thank you.
welcome. Before going to our guest, I would like to mention few guidelines so that dear audience, you can take the utmost benefit from this impact session. I can say that already lots of audience joined with us. So thank you everyone for joining with us. And definitely our IYS team who are working behind the screen. A big thanks goes to them as well. I'm requesting our audience again who didn't write yet hi or hello and your country name from where you are watching us, please drop that in our comment box so that we can understand you are hearing and watching us clearly. And the second thing, as usual, please take the pen and the paper to list up your today's learning. Third thing, again, you will have the opportunity to get an exciting gift from us. That is today's one training manual on discover your passion, purpose, and personality that is written by Pala Scotter. So to achieve that gift, you just need to do a simple thing. What is that, right? As usual, you just need to share this video in your timeline so that not only you, your friends can enjoy this session. However, make sure your post must be public in your privacy setting so that when our teams goes to your timeline, they can see that, yes, it's visible over there. Not only that, after sharing, please inbox in our this page that you have shared this video, because this live session is broadcasting from both pages, from International Youth Summit and Workforce Skills Development Academy, New Zealand.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter, you can inbox in any one of the pages. Last but not the least, please do ask your question. The more question you will ask, there will be the more opportunity to learn. So dear audience, thank you once again for joining with us and stay with us. So let's go to our guest, Dr. Shaison. I'm going to request you, please give us a brief introduction to our audience about yourself, though I know that it's really hard to say in a brief, even though I'm just requesting you, please, Shaison.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Shida. My name is Dr. Shaison from Mumbai, India. I have been working on various documentaries across the world for the last 20 years and been part of more than 100 organizations working for humanity. Did documentary films in 35 countries, won 10 international awards. So, yeah, that's me. That's all about me. And yeah, Ishita?
Thank you so much, Shaison. Now let's come to Mr. Ahmed. Ahmed, I'm going to request you, please say something about our impact sessions which we are running in the summit.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Shaison, for being here again. And love to hear again and again.
Yeah,
so, dear audience and participant of the third International Youth Summit, thank you so much for joining this session. again, and do share this impact session, because we designed this impact session at least you can have some real impact, like this session. And this is our 10th session. We are now have done our 1/4 session. So I'm sure that you are getting benefited, because lots of good feedbacks, and please do just leave some good feedbacks that you have learned from all the sessions, and that will encourage us to bring you more special guests like Shaison and others to this platform. And everyone, this is an international platform. I would like to give you a very beautiful information, or very exciting instrument, that so far now we have participants from 50 country, 52 actually. So 50 country, and we have reached to participants 8,000 registered participants are now participating. So you are now become a global. You are now working in a global platform. So this is very good. And I believe that all our country coordinator, IYS ambassador, campus ambassador, and they're all deputies, you will publish and you will just share with other people and encourage other people to join this platform. This is an international platform, and this is a very good open platform for you all. And I'm sure that this impact session will help you to develop your ideas and your plan for the next 5 to 10 years, so that you become very much successful in your career. Thank you, Ishita.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Amit. Now, again, I will come to our guest. But before coming to our guest, I just would like to acknowledge few of our audience, because lots of audience are here with us.
Yeah,
so I can
yeah,
see that
exactly.
Nazma, Aisha, Sam, Mijanur, then Sadman, Yasmin, Rubaya, Umme, Farzana, Shruti, Ilora Akhtar, then Nazifa, then Crashing, and then Aisha, Tofail, Sadman, Mizanur, Shomik, and lots of many more people are joining here. I can see that
from
one
Nepal, India, Bangladesh, I can see,
yes,
and some
from Malaysia,
Nigeria. Yeah, excellent.
Nigeria,
Malaysia,
yes.
yeah.
Lots
Indonesia
of
was there also. Yeah. Thank you so
yes.
much. And please, Tyson, do share in your timeline, please, so
Yeah,
that we can have
absolutely.
more viewers from India.
Yeah,
Thank you
we'll do
so
that.
much.
We'll
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we already, yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's start the session. Yeah, now.
Yes, thank you. So
I'm
now,
excited. Yeah.
again, I will come to Shaison. Shaison, I'm going to request you again to just highlight about today's topic, that is youth and artificial intelligence, if you say in a brief.
Yeah. First and foremost, respected members of Setup Foundation Bangladesh, our panelist Ahmad Bari and Shida,
Thank you.
friends, and those who are watching us online, most welcome to this wonderful session and a wonderful theme.
Yes.
Today is the World Environment Day.
Yes.
So, wishing you all a warm Environment Day, because we are alive because of our environment, and we come together because of our environment. So let's greet each other and say a warm Environmental Day. Before I jump into the sharing of reflections, let me thank once again Mr. Ahmad Bari, the co-founder, vice president, and dean at the Workplace Skill Development Academy, New Zealand, for inviting me for the second time to share some of my reflections on youth and artificial intelligence, and also Ishida for anchoring for this wonderful event.
Thank you.
So you might ask me the question, why did I choose this subject? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This subject seems to be, according to me, seems to be one of the most important, outstanding subjects of this universe today, the artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence can be, or it's difficult to define. Many people have their own ideas and what artificial intelligence is and where it may fit into our lives. So let me briefly define artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence can be defined as a set of sciences, theories, techniques, whose purpose is to reproduce by a machine the cognitive abilities of a human being. In other words, uh, replacing human being, our thoughts and minds, by a kind of machine. In simple term, that's called the artificial intelligence is all about. Okay, now artificial intelligence guarantees to bring fundamental changes to society, affecting everything from business to government and work, life to personal time. As sophisticated artificial systems are developed and deployed globally these days, and the effects on this society are not clear. It's unclear. So, artificial will create an impactful on human society. So, the meaning of artificial intelligence has changed as technology has evolved. The current definition focuses on artificial intelligence being a kind of a subset of computer science that attempts to be human-like rather than being human. Hope you understand the difference between to be a human-like rather than being human. So artificial intelligence, in short, AI, is a branch of computer science that endeavors to replicate or simulate human intelligence in a machine, so machines can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. I think introduction. That's introduction.
Exactly. And you know that this is very beautiful. I was just amazed with the artificial intelligence now. Nowadays, if you just think something and just start putting your thoughts in the Google, and Google start giving you the suggestion.
Yeah,
and almost the first 2-3 you become you just almost the first 2-3 things will come up that you are actually going to write down. You just write few words. So it is very amazing how this artificial intelligence is evolving, and it is a little bit scary because I'm a very good fan of Terminator movies. So I'm a little bit scared that it might just like it will be like capturing everything. So it is a very scary thing. At the same time, it's very blessing for us. So we have to think like how this artificial intelligence could be benefit for the youth.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Ahmad, what you said exactly is true. And like any other products, it has got the plus and the minus aspects of it. That's we need to take into the consideration.
Exactly.
Ishida was about to say something. Ishida,
there is a question. If you can just go for the question.
I can see already questions are there. So the first question I'm going to take, it's from Rahul. He said that, sir, what message will you give to the youth of this world? Okay, first, Shaison.
Yeah, all right. Before I give the message, I should make sure that the listeners, today's listeners, are well aware of what is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Exactly.
And how many types of artificial intelligence that we can define today, So Mr. Rahul, thank you for asking that question, but please give me some time until I just cover up some of the important points to talk about artificial intelligence. I will come back to your question and surely I will try to answer you.
Sure.
So let me see. There are three major types of intelligence, artificial intelligence. One is called artificial narrow intelligence. Okay. The second one is artificial general intelligence. And the third one, artificial super intelligence. So the first one, artificial narrow intelligence. In short, we call it ANI. And the second one, artificial general intelligence. Again, in short, we call it AGI. And the third one is known as ASI, meaning artificial super intelligence. So let's see, in short, let's see what are these three components. First, artificial narrow intelligence, ANI, also referred to as weak artificial intelligence or narrow artificial intelligence, is the only type of artificial intelligence we have successfully realized till to date. Narrow artificial intelligence is very much goal oriented, designed to perform singular tasks, like facial recognition, speech recognition, voice assistance, and just like Google driving a car, searching on the internet, and very intelligent at completing the specific task is programmed to. So let me give you some examples for artificial narrow intelligence. Examples: facial recognition. With the latest computers, you just recognize, instead of just logging onto the computer, you just look into the computer. The computer recognizes your face and log onto the program.
So I just like to add one information, because this is very scary, and at the same time we have to know this is a very good game that the Facebook platform just played. They ask everyone to upload their 10 years back photographs and current photographs or childhood photographs, and they will just make some game or just give some idea. It's a very beautiful game, so that we can give you how you look after 10 years. So many people, by mistake or by excitement, they give all their photographs of their 10 to 20 years back photographs, current photographs, so that actually they are actually collecting all data. And actually they are making this with this data, actually they are now able to recognize your face, and wherever you travel in the world, they have the face recognition software, so that they can easily track you from anywhere. Just for information.
Ahmad, thank you for sharing that information. And let me tell you, I have something else on that, the same point. If you are a computer user, and if you have typed something on your computer which has got an internet, and later part, if you have deleted the whole thing,
but it never goes. They already
goes. Trust me, it's been recorded 3 places on Earth. 3 places on Earth. Okay, and you will never ever able to delete that.
Exactly.
So whatever, even now when I am speaking to you after this meeting, if you feel that, oh no, Shaison, what is she speaking is not good, so let me delete. No, you can delete only from your computer. Even that is not possible now. It's been recorded thrice time in different places. One is deep frozen in the Antarctica. It's been preserved. And one is deep inside the sky. It's been preserved. And the third place where it's been reserved or deserved or saved is unknown to you and me.
Exactly.
So these things, since you spoke about, preserving or keeping these things or recognizing or the positive sides of the media, I must tell you that we need to be extra careful. The moment you type, the moment you put your face or photos anywhere in the computer,
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. So
Thank you. Thank you. You explained it in a nice way. Like I think our youth or our audience got really great information.
Yeah.
So I can
yeah,
see that lots of questions in the comment box. So the first question
Yes,
we're going
please.
to take from
yeah,
Nahyan.
Second question now.
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
question.
yes.
sorry, second question. Sorry. Second question. Ah, okay. So second question from Nahyan, that is artificial intelligence is a sustainable thing? How much we depend on it? So first I want to come to Saison.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, if you ask me, is the technology is good? I would say technology is very bad.
Mhm.
But the same breath, I would say the technology is good. It's because of the technology that you're sitting in Dhaka or in New Zealand, or I am sitting in back in India, Mumbai, that we are
Mhm.
talking to each other. So you cannot blame the technology. The same time, you cannot just appreciate the technology. Okay, let me coming back to the artificial intelligence. In the artificial intelligence, what happens is that your feelings, your power, your brain power is being just being replaced by a machine,
Yeah.
and it will have its own limit.
Yes.
It will have its own limit. So after those limits, that will start playing against the human being. you
Yes.
know
Mhm.
Well, certain times we will be able to control, we will be able to be the master of this artificial intelligence. And this is
Yeah.
what even Isaac Newton or any famous people you take into consideration, that's what they said.
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know Science technology is good
Mhm.
provided we use it
How you are
responsibly.
using? Yeah. Mhm.
We use it responsibly. It's just
Yeah.
like freedom. If you ask
Mhm.
anyone, do you like to freedom? Everyone would say,
Mhm.
yes, I love freedom. But
Yes.
how we use freedom, that
Mhm.
modifies, that defines who is a person. The
Yes.
same way that how we use this artificial intelligence will
Mhm.
determine where our humanity moves tomorrow.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And I would just would like to jump on the next question. The question came from Farzana Zahid. She said that, like, she has actually two questions. How can young
Mhm.
people seize the opportunities of artificial intelligence? Ahmed Barisar. And next one to Dr. Saisan.
Mhm.
How can artificial intelligence change the world? So first, Ahmed, please.
Okay. Uh, for me, just I would rather say that it is if you use it appropriately, if you use it good, so it is very good. You can use the benefit of the technology. So again, you have to be very careful which area you are actually is using. And nowadays, everywhere, this is very much the artificial intelligence is everyone is integrating all this information, all the big data, and then they're trying to come up with the solution. So even if you can so you can study on artificial intelligence, you can have them further education or skill on artificial. It's not necessary that you have to go through with the honors masters, and but you can go for individual study, and you can gain this information, and then you can apply in your day-to-day work, or you can, if you are a developer, or there's so many way you can. And they are gradually actually making the softwares, and the softwares they can easily. I wonder, this is another thing, that you put all your photographs, and they actually using the photographs, and they making the script for that photographs, and then they may automatically generate a movie for you. So this is all are happening. So this is what the technology you can use. So you have to look for what is actually developing, what is actually evolving, or what is actually coming up in the in the area of artificial intelligence, and how you can be the first one to use the best way, and first one as the at the same time best way to use of the artificial intelligence. So as a youth, I'm requesting you to spend some hours on artificial learning the or understanding the artificial intelligence. This is for me, Saisan.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
So,
The
Saisan,
second part.
before going to Saisan, yeah, because there was the
Mm.
second part, like how can artificial intelligence change the world? But I'm getting related to that some other questions as well,
Yes.
like
Yes.
how it can affect in the job sector, kind of like how it's going to replace. Like the question came from
Mhm.
Anza, is development of artificial intelligence reducing job opportunities for the youths, especially those who are not privileged to learn and work with AI? So, Saison, please.
All right. Thank you so much for asking that question. Okay, let me tell you that artificial intelligence is going to rule the world, no doubt.
Yes.
So the moment, if good or bad, if it is going to rule the world, we need to be with him or with her. That's true. And that's a
Yes.
fine thing. So we have to learn artificial intelligence.
Yes.
We have
Mhm.
to be master of it. I
Yep.
remember years back when the computers came into the lives of Indian people. Some of the
Mhm.
people thought that these computers would take away the jobs, and they were fighting against the government, asking the government not to implement the computers.
Yes.
Imagine if the government has taken the decision those days not to implement or not to import or not to have computers in India, what would have been situation now? What would have happened to
Yeah.
the youth of today, including me,
Mhm.
myself, sitting in front of a
Mhm.
computer now? That
Yeah.
will not happen. So artificial intelligence is something that everyone should know and everyone should learn and everyone should be part of it in a
Yeah.
responsible way. I make it
Yes.
in a double inverted comma, that it has
Mhm.
to be in a responsible way. Even artificial intelligence cannot replace our human intelligence. That's absolutely sure. Fujitsu built K, one of the
Mhm.
fastest supercomputers, is one of the most notable attempt at achieving strong artificial intelligence. But
Mhm.
considering it took 40 minutes to simulate a single second of neural activity.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took 40 minutes for a single second of neural activity
Yes.
to put in work. That means it is
Mhm.
difficult to determine whether or not
Mhm.
strong artificial intelligence will be achieved in our near future. But
Yeah.
we need to learn and we need to be with them. I mean,
Mhm.
we need to be in tune with that for that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hope I
Thank you.
did answer
Exactly.
the question.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
I think it's,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Excellent.
the yes. Thank you. Next question I would like to take this from Tasnia. She said that isn't there any risk of using artificial intelligence for getting our personal information shared? So again, I want to start with Sasan.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
sharing any information with an unknown person is a risk, and that's what we always say. Sharing your information with an unknown
Mhm.
person is at
Mhm.
your risk, and this is what
Yep.
happens. Sharing, I would put it the best way: sharing your information with a computer is risk.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So I
Exactly.
just like to give you one
Yeah.
one example. Like many days, like everyone, you see that you put some password in this, and that then the computer will say, "Can I remember? Can I remember your password?" Oh,
Yes.
what a kind person he is, not? But he's very very careful. Please do careful about saving the password in the computers, because that can be hacked anywhere. That so many times is hacked. If you are not,
Exactly.
your Facebook or your other IDs are so far you think that is not valuable, but in course of time, actually it allow us not to remember. We are so much become dependent on the passwords, so we just try not to remember them, and we keep. So doing that, ultimately in upcoming days, because now everyone is going to the online due to pandemic situation, we all moving to online transaction, online finance, online mobile banking and everything. So you actually giving access to your computer, or you're giving your access to your mobile phone to save your information. Actually, you are actually giving all your secret or important information to your unknown person, and then it is risks. Yeah, Saison, you want to say something? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ahmad, that reminds me of a wonderful story. Whether you
Yeah.
believe it or not, in 2012, I was in Puerto
Mhm.
Rico. Puerto Rico
Mhm.
is an island in the United States of America, and
Yeah.
uh, and when I was there, I had a brand new Mac computer, and this
Mhm.
computer has started showing some kind of defects. So I called up the guy whom I bought this computer back in India,
Mhm.
Mumbai. I
Mhm.
said,
Mhm.
sir, the computer is not working. So he
Mhm.
has given me another number of United States, the head
Mhm.
office of Mac Computer,
Yeah.
and asked me to contact. So when I contacted them, they said, "Oh, okay, there is nothing to worry. Only thing is that you just switch on your computer, okay, and your name
Mhm.
is Shaison PLC,
Hmm.
and
Mhm.
we know
Mhm.
that which brand, which variety of computer that you are using it.
Yeah.
So just
Hmm.
switch
Yeah.
on your computer and make sure that your computer has a internet network."
International. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Hmm.
just switched on my computer and sat in front of it like a statue, and I could
Mhm.
literally see someone
They can
is
accessing your
someone
phone.
is repairing my computer here.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it was
Exactly.
mind blowing in
Yeah.
2012. And
Hmm.
if
12.
they
Yes.
can do it
Exactly.
in 2012, now we are almost 8 years ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Exactly.
what this intelligence can do now,
Mm. Exactly.
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 Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So,
Yeah. Next question.
next question. I can see the next question from Shreya. She said that development of AI is hampering youth's mind. Nowadays,
Yes.
whenever we have a query, we don't try to solve it ourselves because the answer is just a click away. Isn't this
Yeah.
development affecting our minds and making us lose that spark and interest of finding and discovering things? So, Amit, please,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
go
That I
ahead.
already like everything we can find
Yeah.
in the website or the Google or anywhere. So this is in one sense actually it is helping. So like at the same time totally agree with you. But how you are actually interacting, how you are using the information, or how you are using the artificial intelligence, that is very important. So don't let your brain just to depends on totally completely depends on the information, whatever information you can search. But again, you try to analyze them by yourself, and the more you can use your brain, the more you remain smart. But and again, the same thing, I think I have written an article a few days back that the artificial intelligence are just only, I think they already compete with people with 68% human. They become like 60 to 70%. They already achieve their smartness with equivalent to human brain. So they are very much near to our intelligence. So it is depends on how actually we are using the technology. And there is a question like whether it's reducing job opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, it's a debate. There might be some opportunity. There might be opportunity, or there might be challenges. But how the more you are actually known about these things, you can adopt with this artificial intelligence, and you actually remain smarter than them. So it is my suggestion to go and invest your time on
Yeah.
learning the artificial intelligence, or learning what actually they can infect or effect on your in your domains or in your
Yeah.
life,
Thank
everyday
you.
lives. Yeah. Susan,
Thank you,
yes.
Amit.
The
So
next question, yeah.
I want to come to Sasan with the next question because it's from Susan. He said that can the development of artificial intelligence and robotics escape the human control? So Sasan, if you goes with this
No,
one.
before taking up that question, let me tell you,
Yeah.
the viewers, everyone,
Mm,
including myself, who are participating in this
mm,
program, we have two major doubts. One is artificial intelligence dangerous? The second, will robots take over the world?
Yeah.
These are the two major questions that we all have. When I say is artificial intelligence is dangerous, which involves the questions like, will they take away our jobs? Will they overrule us? Will we be the slave to the artificial intelligence which we created? So
Hmm.
let me tell you, most researchers agree that super intelligent, that is artificial intelligence, is unlikely exhibit human emotions, except that part. When considering how artificial intelligence might become a risk, two key scenarios have been determined as most likely. You know, Artificial intelligence could be programmed to do something devastating. You know, Autonomous weapons are artificial intelligence systems programmed to kill. In the hands of the wrong person, these autonomous weapons could inadvertently, lead into an artificial intelligent war. That's been
Yeah.
shown in the films and movies, and that's what Mr. Ahmad has clearly pointed out in the beginning of this session.
Yes.
Yeah.
So such weapons may be designed to be extremely difficult to turn off, and the humans could, rapidly lose control. Just like some of the people would say now, the corona is gone out of control, or
Yes.
corona is just left out of the lab, and that would
Yeah.
be the same devastating or a situation if this artificial intelligence goes beyond
Human.
a
Yeah.
specific human control, where we can control this one. So that's going to be
Exactly.
a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm getting like few questions regarding like specific sectors. Like, so the this question from David, he said that how can I use artificial intelligence in my professional in fashion designer and tailoring? So Saisan, if you go with this one. Mhm.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure,
It's
definitely. Like,
popping up. Yeah.
yeah, how can he use the AI in his like profession, that is fashion designing and
Especially.
tailoring? That one.
All right.
Very
We can
excellent. Yeah.
easily we can use that those things. But the earlier, as I said in the beginning, when computers came, people had asked the same question: can the computers help us to make a fashion designing? Those days the fashion designing was like stitching and cutting it to the right direction or dimensions. And
Yep.
when the computers came, we could easily change the color of a particular fabric and the look of a particular fabric, so that we could play around with that. And the
Yes,
same thing
Yep.
will happen, which we could make use of this artificial intelligence for the betterment of the fashion designing.
exactly.
Mhm.
Thank you
You,
so much. So yeah.
Yeah. So
And
I just add one thing, like the artificial intelligence. You can now what they are having in the FMG or the fashion industry, garments industry, that can
yeah,
actually calculate the. If you give any pattern, they can calculate which way the pattern should be put so that they can minimize the wastage. And
Mhm.
then also they using the laser cutting system and other automated cutting systems so that the life will become very easy with that.
You're
And
right.
also they can suggest you the trend of the fashion, because
Mhm.
all the data for the last 20 years they are just saying how the trends are designing and everything is changing, so that they can forecast that thing. Another thing is I'm just another we are just actually sharing almost we are, if not we mention your name, but we are actually
yeah,
we have the similar type of question, so we are just telling you. And one
yes,
question, how it's actually it will impact in our day-to-day life. You know that the
yes,
every morning what time you actually wake up, and actually first time you just when you touch your phone, they can actually every single time you touch your phone, you just open your screen, they have record every single record they have, and they can give you, if you go to the Facebook or somewhere, like what kind of message you want to see every morning, they will gradually pull all this in your Facebook. So this is what actually it's actually hampering, or it's just impacting your in your day to life, like the way you are using your device, the way you are using. Even now the Facebook can say like how many people are using what kind of devices, what kind of iOS system, and from where, how many hours you are using the Facebook. So these are actually, they're actually taking all, just tracking all information that every day what you are doing, and what we are now talking is also being reserved or saved somewhere. And that's the
Thank
thing.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. So before
Yeah.
taking the next question, I just would like to remind once again to our lovely audience that is, please share this
Yes.
video, because already you have mentioned that in this summit we
Mm.
are having participants from 50 plus countries. So
Yeah.
there might be other people or your friends who may don't know yet about the summit. So still registration
Yeah.
is open. If you share this video, not only you can win the training manual, but also you can help others
Others
by
people. Yeah.
giving the
Exactly.
opportunity to attend here.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
dear audience, please don't be disappointed if I didn't or we didn't mention your name, because whenever we are seeing there are the same question coming from few of the people, we are just
Yeah.
taking one or summarizing kind of. So just jump to
Exactly.
the next question. The question,
Mm.
Ahmed, first I would like to start with you this time. That is from
Mhm.
Maria. She said that which skills do we need to succeed in AI marketing as a graduate of marketing background?
A graduate of marketing background. Yeah. I think I'm not going to for one, but I'm just
Yeah.
talking about one soft skill, that is your focus, your attention. I think these are very important to understand AI, so that you can know what kind of how you can design the AI, or how the AI will impact for you as to have the better marketing strategy, designing the better marketing. So I'll just go with focus, developing your focus or observation, and as well as the attention management that we call. Actually, these are the two soft skill. I'm just there might be some other skills, but I'm
Yeah.
just focusing on these two soft skill. Yeah.
Thank you, Amin. So, with the next question comes to Sasan. The
Yeah.
question from Raksha. She said that, don't you think high use of technology and artificial intelligence is making our attention span shorter or
Yeah.
concentration
Yeah.
power weaker? So,
Yeah,
Sasan, please.
that's I'm already said. Yeah, just now
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah,
that
that's
you have to
already.
be observer and attention. Thank you, Saison, please. Hmm.
Yeah,
Also, I
already
would like
Mr.
to add.
Ahmed has given the answer, but still, let me add to that answer
Hmm.
that, of course,
Hmm.
we lose concentration. Today, I don't need to remember my birthday on which day it is. I just put
Yeah.
look on my mobile. I know. I don't really require to remember the phone number of my wife because it's been
Hmm.
recorded. So things,
Exactly.
let me tell you that things that, which is required, which we need to remember, by heart. So which is not today. And again, on top of it, the brain is something, if you use it, it works
Hmm.
better. And
Yeah.
if you
Yes.
don't use it, it gets died. It's
Died. Yeah.
Exactly.
just like a machine. If you don't use
Yes.
it, it gets spoiled.
Rust
So
and spoiled. Yeah.
exactly. So
Exactly.
Hmm.
let's use as much we could use our
Hmm.
brain. The artificial intelligence, using the artificial intelligence, and when the products come out, it's
Mhm.
the brain of very few people, you know, it's been collected and put together in the form of a machine for a larger audience or larger crowd.
Yes.
Thereby, the larger
Hmm.
crowd can keep their brain without
Yeah.
using it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, the next one from Jamal, he said that AI may gear up unemployment problem. What do you think about this?
Can
Okay.
you repeat it?
I think yeah,
Like
it's just
artificial intelligence can gear up the unemployment problem. So, what do you think about that? That he asked.
yeah.
Yes, Sasan.
Session, you can just add.
Alignment problem.
Unemployment
Unemployment
problems.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay, unemployment problem. Okay, let me tell you
Yeah.
that artificial intelligence is expected to play a greater role in the way that governments and the public institutions operate, and the way in which citizens interact and participate in the entire democratic process. So
Yeah.
it's going to be, it will take away some of the jobs, and it will create more jobs.
More jobs.
Only
Exactly.
thing, but only thing is that we need to learn. We need to be designed to take up such jobs. It will not be the same job as of what we are doing today. Once the artificial intelligence takes
Yeah.
the major steps, the
Exactly.
hopes placed on artificial intelligence are accompanied by a similarly high number of fears and concerns, mostly related to ethical issues, including human rights, and to the reliability or the security of the technologies. These are the major things that we need to address it. I am happy that Mr. Ahmad and Rishida is conducting these sessions today. After years back, we'll turn back and say, wow, we had an opportunity to talk about the subject those days.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ishita, I'm not sure whether you one question came like how this is good, or how to use this AI for the
Like the
kids.
positive and negative effects of
Yeah,
that one.
for the
Yeah.
kids. So I will push this.
Okay.
I will pass this to Saison. But before that, I would like to answer one in the health sector. How we can
Yes.
use the health sector, or how it. That we have the different type of apps, and in your mobile phone you can have the health related different kind of apps, and those apps can tell you how many water intake you have done, how many hours you have slept, and within that how many hours you have deep sleep or the real sleep. So this is what actually they are doing. So if you
Even
have
the heart
the
rate.
phone can actually, even the phone can read you everything. Of course you need
Yeah.
some other device to put in your hands, but it's still phone can, and how much you are active with the phone, like how many step you have done, so many things. And they can also so that something like that for the healthcare, I think the healthcare industry can be benefited with the artificial intelligence. One of the lacking of artificial intelligence is they need the information.
Yes.
The more we give them the information, the more they can analyze that information, and then they can forecast that. So this is what actually they can give us.
Yeah.
So in one sense, this is also important for our life, so that we know that if I can give them like last 20 years data, so that he can project me next 20 years what I should do. So like for you all young guys, when you using the mobile, so the more information you are sharing, actually based on that, they can give you the guidance, or they can share all your information to the world, and what kind of buying behavior you have, what kind of movie you are reaching using the mobile phone, or what kind of things you are doing in the mobile phone. Everything they can record, and they can give you the projection, and they can bring other materials or content in your mobile phone and the device. So if you interest in healthcare, you work on healthcare, you see every time you have a lot of information related to the healthcare. If you are action movie lovers, they will give you so many action movie lovers. So it is depends on what. So for the kids, Saison will say, but the healthcare, there's a huge opportunity. I found that if we can use the artificial intelligence, we can have a great benefit from the healthcare
Even
sector.
Ahmed,
Saison, for the kids.
can I like add with you like the health sector regarding, because like just
Sure.
yesterday I guess I saw one news in like New Zealand, like they are planning something because of the corona. Like we know that they don't have any infected now, but they are planning to launch one apps that will like help you by like monitoring the heart rate and the oxygen level and everything, so that is that person infected or that person need any medical care, by like monitoring
Exactly.
that app, anyone can see, and if they see that something like that, so that they can go to the doctor and they can think like that way. Okay, thank you, Saison.
Exactly. for
All
the
right.
kids, for the
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
If you ask me the question whether in a very friendly way, if it is
Yes.
good to have artificial intelligence or not, I would say that is it good to know that when exactly that we are going to die?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
you cannot say yes or no to it, but the truth is that artificial intelligence will rule over, and
Yeah.
it will be very prominent in the coming days. There is no doubt about that. So the best thing is that take a step today itself, learn
Yes.
about it, and start working on it. And tomorrow it will be all on artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
if you start today, you will be able to cope up with it, and not by tomorrow. If you start by
Yeah.
tomorrow, you will be lagging long back. You will be
Yes. Exactly.
out of the boats.
Well,
Yes.
So it's up
exactly.
to you
Exactly.
and me to decide whether should be with artificial intelligence or not.
Yes.
Not exactly.
Thank you.
So the
And when
awareness is important. Yeah.
All right.
Sasan,
And
please.
when the whole world is moving towards the artificial intelligence, I myself cannot alone walk against it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
becomes more force, and I become less powerful. You know,
Yeah.
I today I can't say that, without using mobile, without using electricity, without using technology, let me go back and stay on a top of a hill and live forever.
Hmm.
But that was possible
Exactly.
years back, but not today. And if you want to go and stay on the top of a hill, you require the permission from the government. You
Yes.
require permission from your family, and the people will make you or think that you are thinking against the system.
Exactly.
So I'm just giving you an example. The same way, like, if you are going to think that this artificial intelligence is not good for me and let me walk away from it, you will be alone. And it's not going to happen at all.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah.
Ishita, one question came like, what's the relation between the youth and artificial intelligence? That the
Yes.
message we
Exactly.
want to share today is that you have to be careful about sharing information. You have to be awareness. You have to create your awareness about the artificial intelligence, and you have to take the best benefit from the artificial intelligence. If you are not able to update yourself with the artificial technology and remain away from that, you will be suffering, and you will not going to get the benefit from it. So
Yeah.
this is what we are saying, that when the computer came is 90s, like people don't want to know, no, we are doing typing and we are using the typewriter is good, we don't need to. So we call them, you are not no longer our educated person if you don't know the computing and everything. So something like we are saying that today, like if you don't understand the artificial intelligence, if you have no interest to give yourself awareness, or make yourself aware with the artificial intelligence, you will remain behind, and you will miss everything, and then it will be very difficult for you to come back to the race. Yes,
Yes.
Ishita,
Thank you.
would you like to say anything? Yeah. There's a garment
Okay.
sector, someone, yeah.
Yes. Another one I got from Sadman. He said that all you were saying is very much okay, but don't you think that artificial intelligence can be harmful to our nature? So, Saison, please.
Beg your pardon?
Like he's saying that, do you think that artificial intelligence can be harmful to our nature?
See,
Nature, yeah. Is it nature,
artificial.
is that environment you are talking, or the nature? I think it's nature
Uh,
also. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah. Can you
I
just
think
clear
he
it, Salman?
meant. I
The
think he
environment.
meant the environment. You know,
yeah,
Yeah,
environment.
me too.
there is no doubt. We are not working according to the environment even
Yeah,
today. We are just walking against the environment. And that's why all these scientific inventions, and that's why all these discoveries, everything happened. If you are with the environment, to be frank, we will not be able to even wear the clothes that we are wearing today.
Yeah.
To be frank, it will not be to have or anything here on earth. We'll be just walking naked and eating what is available. So it's a process that we are going through it, and
Yes,
we will be walking away from the nature. There is no doubt about that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you so
So
much. So, yeah, Amit,
yeah,
please.
you have a question? Yeah, just carry on the
Yes.
question so that I will just.
Okay. I've gotten the question from Samia. How will the business manager make profit by using AI? Is there some specific segment to work with? So, Amit, please.
Uh, Actually, yes, AI definitely. Now we are doing the using the Facebook target marketing, right? I'm not sure how much you are able understand the issues. Like, so the
Hmm.
AI actually give us, and it takes me to understand and at least more than 1 year how I can use this technology. Now I'm using that to target my audience. So this is what actually so AI will give you the guidance. What kind of market segment are you are targeting, or according to your demand or according to your product or service, they can guide you what kind of market segment or you can target through Facebook. So AI can give you the suggestion or can help you with that. And just adding that with another thing that Nazma is saying, that so is nothing is private at this point. We are saying this, whenever you give something in the computer or the internet, is no longer private to you. Even though you delete it, it just goes. So be careful about putting anything. And giving you another example, which is like I gave you at least, I think, more than 7 years or 10 years back. I'm just saying that uh, from now on, or like 10 years back, I say, like, when you go for the interview, people will check your Facebook, and Facebook has developed some sort of apps that they can analyze what kind of content you share, or what is your nature of using the Facebook, and they can analyze what kind of person you are. So within the interview, we no longer need a psychologist to sit behind me or beside me to judge your personality or what kind of character. So be careful about sharing or commenting in the Facebook. So sometimes we get so much excited and we say a lot of negative things in the Facebook or in the comment box. So careful about those things, because that be easily been you'll be easily targeting, whether you writing in your own language or English. You'll be easily targeted with this technology, AI technology, and they can measure your attitude, they can measure your temper, they can measure your mentality, as well as your personality. So whenever you give information in any device using internet or even offline, it's even you delete, it never deletes. It's always it remains, and as Tyson said, it goes to the tree place. Yeah.
Yes.
Can I add one point to that,
Sure.
Yeah,
Mr.
sure, sure,
Ahmed?
sure, sure.
You know, when how the artificial intelligence works in social media and any media, when you surf,
Mhm,
it's very simple.
mhm.
You want to buy a car. Just the thought of buying a car is in your mind. But what do? You just type a favorite car's name on the Google and see how that car looks like. For example, I want to buy a BMW. I type BMW latest version, and that
Mhm,
picture appears. Within five
mhm.
minutes, within 5 minutes, an ad comes on your Facebook, the
Yeah,
latest BMW ad.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
another
Mhm,
within 5 minutes, the
mhm.
bank calls you, sir, how are you doing? We have an opportunity to get you a new car. Are you looking
Yes,
for a loan?
yes.
Are you looking
Exactly.
for a
Yeah,
loan?
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
things happen. Things happen that way. So, what do you think
Mm.
today? The moment you put it on your computer, it becomes a,
Mhm.
a global thing. It's not everyone.
Yeah.
As
Yes,
simple as
thank you.
that.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like
So,
to use this one because this question is very interesting, and I would like to
yes,
answer
like
the
how
traffic
can
system.
we use
Okay.
AI in our traffic
Yeah.
system? Ahmed, please. Yeah,
Yes. Exactly. This has already been used in different countries because
yeah,
if you go to the developed countries, many developed countries already using this technology because they know that, or the traffic knows that, what is the peak time, what is the off peak time. So based on that, they automatically change the traffic signal system so that they can also the lanes in if you go to the like if you go, even just go to the Malaysia, and you have like 16 lanes, 18 lanes roads, and those roads in the morning time they just use maybe 12 roads for inbound and only maybe 4 lanes for outbound. That they're leaving the cities and coming to our cities 12. And on the evening time or the like after late afternoon, they change so that 10 lines would become like outbound from the city to the other suburbs, and the 4 is inbound from the out suburb to the inside. So based on the traffic movement, they can easily they create the automation. In so many countries they create the automation, and actually, and in different countries they actually policing, they actually, that's mean they're having the artificial intelligence, and they using for the policing. That's mean whenever anything happen, they can pretend on, depends on the character of the person, how they are reacting or how they are acting. Based on that, they can easily they send the notification to the police that this guy might, their his appearance or his way of acting or his way of movement seems that he is going to either conduct a crime or is already conducted a crime. So they keep all the CC camera and everywhere. They keep all this record, and they track them very easily. So these are actually happening in policing system, in medical science, in education. Everything is coming, everything is using. And but another is like, can we use the robots and artificial intelligence in the COVID? And
yeah.
COVID is a suddenly is a pandemic situation. Hopefully they will find out the application, and they will definitely use. I believe that in course of time they will use. And I think different kind of cosmetic surgery they are using the artificial intelligence, and different kind of surgery like the but very not, I'm not saying that very big surgery, but it's still they are now using the artificial intelligence to complete the surgeries. Saison, if you
Yes.
want to add something to the
With that,
yeah.
I just want to add one more question. Like, what about
Sure, sure,
detecting the
sure.
crime? One question came. What about detecting the crime? Like, how can
Yeah,
AI?
that I already said that in the policing they are using that
Yeah,
facial recognition is, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it's being used. It's already started using in all the sectors of our life. So it's a high time that as a youth, I would say that we need to learn, and we need to
Hmm.
Mhm.
practice, and we need to look jobs in this artificial learning section.
Yes. Thank you. So I came up
Yeah.
with another one. It from Sanjida. She said that how can we make our information more secured? Yes,
More
I think.
Very
secure.
difficult.
That's an interesting question, and
Yeah.
I really don't think any ways that we can keep our information more secure these
Secret.
days. As long
Yes.
as, if you, as I mentioned it earlier, like if you log on to internet, if you log on to your computer, your information
Mm.
is gone
Mm.
for a walk.
Yeah.
That's it.
But just,
Yeah.
yeah, just remain safe. Don't just share unnecessary photographs or unwanted comments that you cannot control emotion, and you busted with the comments, because this is show, I always tell, it's a emotional intelligence. We are using the emotional intelligence with the artificial intelligence, and show is all about the emotional intelligence. So I saw so many, like I observed that so many people just in the Facebook, they are just commenting this and that. So be careful about commenting this and that. So it will be, even though you think that I'm not going to give my picture, I'm just using other people's picture and in my Facebook, or some other photographs in my Facebook. But trust me, when you just logging to the computer, and somehow they just already take your picture. You said that I'm not using my picture, but they already have your picture in their domain. They have all your pictures. So careful about making comments and careful about sharing the information which is not at all
Yes.
relevant, and try not to share the information which are because you cannot stop, because when you log in, whether they said like already one question came, so should I save the password or not, whether you are saving the password or not, they already have the information. Whenever you type anything and send to
Yes.
the internet, it's already been shared, already been, it might be secure in domain, but it's already shared. You cannot bring it back. It's already in secure domain. They already have the secure domain. Yes, Ishita.
Thank you, Ahmed. So I got like again related to few sectors like how
Mm.
AI can be used in animal science, then in the field of linguistic or the second language learning, and
Learning, yeah.
again in public policy, can it be
Mhm.
useful? So, Saisan, first video,
So
like
whoever asks the question, I have a question to them that I am a small boy learning about artificial intelligence. I am
Yeah.
in the first standard, or I
yes,
am in the nursery, I am in the LKG, or I am in
Yeah.
the kindergarten of
Kindergarten. Yeah.
this artificial intelligence. So
Mhm.
I am not the I'm not able to give you the right answer today, how it's going to affect in each sectors. But I am sure, and I can tell you that it's going to affect in all the parts of our whatever activities that we are connected with, or whatever
Yeah.
activities that we are going to do it. It's going to
Exactly.
affect. But if you ask
Mhm.
me how it's going to affect,
Mm.
today, I will not be able to specify the ways.
yes. Thank you. So, Ahmed, would you like to add something with
Yeah,
this one?
same thing, same thing. We are actually why we are saying that to a youth, why it is important for the youth, because
Yes.
we have, for us, we already passed our youth almost, or we are nearly ending our youth time, and we are gradually gradually going to that. But for you, those who are between 18 and 30s, you will going to
Hmm.
encounter with lot of new technologies, lot of new things. And I'm just sharing another information, like when I see the automated immigration like you have the passport and system is like you have the e-passport. I was so surprised that how can they detect if I am a criminal and I have no people are there, and I need to just pass on that door, and they can easily identify my visa and other stuff, because these door are actually a police or the immigration officer. They already made the people, like instead of the people, they're making the machine there, so the machine can read you, and they can read all and each and every information. And whenever if you made any crime, they already have the record, and they can easily catch you. There'll be red alert, and you'll be captured. So this is, you don't think is everywhere they're using this AI. But I'm just saying, for the youth, you have to be aware yourself, build the
Yes.
awareness of AI. So this is
Yes.
very important for
Yes.
this is the reason I'm saying this is the impact session, because we want to think now, start thinking, start learning the AI, good and bad, whatever the things, you cannot
Yes.
avoid it. So the
Thank you.
earlier you can have the awareness, the better. Thank you,
Hmm.
Ishita.
Thank you, Ahmed. So now comes to Saisan again. Saisan, there is one question. Like at the beginning of the session, like you mentioned about the three types of artificial intelligence. So
Mhm,
you gave few example of artificial narrow intelligence. So
mhm.
she is asking, can you give few examples of artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence?
Artificial?
Artificial general intelligence and
Yeah.
artificial super intelligence.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as I said, as artificial general intelligence, which is like, I gave you an example of things to build K, one of the fastest supercomputers, is one of the most notable attempts at achieving strong artificial intelligence computers. So this is like, as image and facial recognition technology advances, it is likely we will see an improvement in the ability of machines to learn and see. Just like what Mr. Ahmad has mentioned, that it's already been in the industry that but just looking at a machine, the machine learns who you are. The machine
Yes.
learns what is your background. And I would put it this part as artificial general intelligence.
Yes.
The first one was more of like the artificial narrow intelligence. That is just the first stage. That just
Yeah.
disease mapping or prediction of tools or manufacturing or drone robots, or like how you find email spam or social media monitoring. Those things comes just under artificial narrow intelligence. But coming back to the artificial general intelligence, I think it's one step advanced, where you clearly recognize a person or person's motive, and going one step to the mind of the individual. Okay, now let me come back. Let me go back to the third one, which is like ASI, that is artificial super intelligence. Super intelligence, so artificial super intelligence is the hypothetical artificial intelligence that doesn't just mimic or understand human intelligence and behavior. Artificial super intelligence where machines become self-aware and surpass the capacity of human intelligence and ability. In another way, super intelligence has long been the
Yeah.
muse of science or fiction, in which robots overthrow,
Yep.
okay, desires of its own.
Exactly.
So to more explain the potential of having such machines or artificial super intelligence machines at our disposals may seem appealing, but the concept itself has a multitude of unknown consequences.
Yes.
So if self-aware super intelligent beings came to be, they would be capable of
Yeah.
ideas like self preservation. So the impact this will have on humanity, on our
Yes.
survival and our way of life is just, I would say, is a pure speculation. Just a speculation. I can't give you a specific examples how this is going to be.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Right.
again, I'm telling you, I'm not a scientist who have done scientific studies on artificial intelligence. I'm just a small baby walking on the shores of artificial intelligence and
Yes.
knowing
Exactly.
how the salt water tastes good.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
tasting it. Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Ishita, can
much.
we go for the
Because,
rapid fire round? No?
yes,
Or
because almost we're going to end, and I think thank you so much, audience, that you were with us till the end. And please don't disappoint if we couldn't answer your question, because we are keeping record all of the questions, because we will come up again with another like impact or review session with all of the question which didn't answer, or maybe because of the time we couldn't cover. So before having the closing remarks from Mr. Ahmed Bari, I just want to remind again, please share this video to win that training manual. Trust me, it's really a great one that will help you to discover yourself. And after sharing the video in your timeline, just inbox us in the page that you have shared that video. So Ahmed, please,
yeah,
can you just in the wrap up,
wrap up.
can you just
Ooh,
the
okay.
tools, please?
So yeah, the good thing is I'll definitely wrap up just for just a quick question, rapid fire question, whether
Sure.
they can using the artificial, can we read the mind? Actually, we cannot read the mind, but we can assume that based on some guided question, we can assume that what could be the next question or answer coming from that person. So it is for Tasina. And then
Yeah.
Naeem said like, how can I use the improve our mentality? Actually, the way you guide your devices,
Yeah.
it will guide back to you. So the more you give your positive thought, the
Yes.
artificial intelligence will give you more positive feedback. So this is what actually happening. And another question was came whether in the poor country they don't have the smart mobile device, so how they can get the benefit of AI. The
Yeah.
idea is gradually, I think the AI is spreading so vastly that it can cover in so many ways. It will impact in so many ways. It will impact, it's not only the mobile device, it can impact us so many ways. And they can actually um, uh, can observe anywhere from using the satellites and others. And
Yeah.
they can actually whatever, if anything we can talk which is like toxic talking or the terrorism talking, they can easily, using the AI, they can easily identify from where this kind of toxic talking or the I mean the terrorist talking is coming. So they can easily, so these are the very good side of the AI. But at the same time, we have to be very we have to create our awareness so that uh, mm, we can actually cope with the changes. And for youth, you are the people are going to be the next citizen, next leader. So we are saying everyone to have build the awareness. We are not the expert of AI. We are just actually learning, and in our this life stage, we are just kids. As Saison said, that we are actually a kids. But for you all, you will handle this AI for long time in your lifespan time. So take the opportunity to start creating the awareness of artificial intelligence. That is my conclusion. And thank you, Saison, for being here. Hopefully, we'll welcome you again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad Bari, for conducting this wonderful session on this particular day of World Environmental
World
Day. And thank
Environment
you
Day.
also,
Mhm.
Yen Ishida, for being anchoring this event. Let me also congratulate and thank the people who are working behind the scene, the people like who
Yeah,
are working on the internet, who are working on the putting
yeah,
together all these questions and stuff like that.
exactly.
Also,
Exactly.
thanks to the our beloved audience. It's because of
Yeah.
them, that
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
thought of sharing these
Mhm.
thoughts on
Mhm.
internet. Thank you once
Yeah.
again, and have a
Mhm.
great day or evening.
Yeah.
So
So just just one another rapid thing that we have the weather apps, and I have another apps is wind quality or air quality, actually
yeah,
the air
yeah.
quality apps. So that gives actually forecast me what is going to happen in next 7 days. So this is kind of like AI based on the
Yeah.
past information. They can forecast what
Mhm.
will be the changes, what will the coming changes. So this is a good side of the AI. And as
Mhm.
an environment day, I totally asking everyone to save your environment. Use less polythene, or if no polythene, zero polythene or straw or plastic. Avoid them. Reuse everything, and love your environment, love your family. Be safe and stay fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That,
So once again, thanks a lot, Dr. Sasan and Ahmed Bari, for giving us the time and conduct a beautiful session. And our audience already started to share their comment that they have enjoyed this one and learned many new
thank you
things.
so much. Mhm.
You're most welcome. So, dear lovely audience, once again, thanks a lot for watching our sessions almost every day. And tomorrow again, we'll be back with another session with another guest. So, stay with us. And
It's
definitely
Kathy
today,
Shepard from New Zealand, right?
yes,
Kathy
Kathy
Shepard
Shepherd
from New Zealand.
from New Zealand will be our tomorrow's guest. And definitely today is the environment day. So it's our duty to save our environment, and we are the people. We can reduce the pollution, and we have to take the action. So thank you very much, everyone. See you soon again tomorrow. Till then, stay home,
Okay.
stay safe. Bye bye.